Every Labor Day weekend, something remarkable reawakens in Seattle. Atop the 74-acre campus of Seattle Center, built for the 1962 World's Fair, under the watchful eye of the Space Needle, Bumbershoot springs to life. Rain or shine, this festival is an audacious, kaleidoscopic celebration of the arts, music, visual art, performance, culinary experiences, community service, and more. It is a love letter to Seattle and the Pacific Northwest. From its humble birth in 1971 as a mayor-sponsored Festival 71, designed to lift spirits in a Boeing-rated economy, to today, after cancellations, reformations, and rebirths, it remains one of North America's longest-running urban arts festivals. The very first event, called Festival 71, or the Mayor's Arts Festival, was organized on a city budget of $25,000. It featured computer graphics light shows, inflatable sculptures, folk music, dance, theater, motorcycle races, and even a Miss Hot Pants contest. About 125,000 people turned out over 3 days. In 1972, the festival renamed itself Bumbershoot, a playful nod to Seattle's rainy weather and its mission to act as an umbrella for all arts. Over time, it grew in scale and diversity. By the late 1980s, One Reel had emerged as the programming force, introducing global artists, Latin jazz, African ensembles, rock, poetry slams, circus acts, even a bumba drum percussion event that included artists like Soundgarden and Spoon Man. The 1990s brought tension. While grunge and Northwest rock surged globally, Bumbershoot leaned toward more traditional fare. Tony Bennett, B.B. King, Etta James, prompting criticism from younger locals who felt the festival had lost its edge. Financial strain loomed large. By the mid-2010s, mounting debts, union fees, and declining attendance threatened Bumbershoot's future. AEG Live stepped in as a partner in 2015, absorbing debt and promoting acts. One Reel retained arts curation. Still, attendance wavered and prices rose sharply. Ticketing structure and accessibility became flashpoints. In late 2019, AEG declined to renew. The 2020 and 2021 editions were cancelled, COVID-19, and the 2022 edition was skipped to prepare a reinvention. Finally, for the 50th anniversary in 2023, Third Stone and New Rising Sun took over production, bringing fresh vision, Pacific Northwest roots, community focus, inclusive pricing, and a renewed creative spirit. Bumbershoot returned in 2023, billing itself as Seattle's moss-covered Mardi Gras, a truly local festival built by its own community. Roughly 40,000 festival-goers enjoyed music, visual art, wrestling, roller skating, drag, fashion shows, performance art, and culinary offerings from beloved PNW vendors. A highlight was the Bumbershoot Gives Back initiative. Amazon partnered with the festival to distribute thousands of subsidized and free tickets. Over 127,000 pounds of food were donated to area food banks. The festival doubled as a platform for social impact and creative economy training through Third Stone's youth-focused workforce program. In 2024, under this new stewardship, Bumbershoot drew 26,000 attendees. The music lineup blended indie legends like Pavement and Kim Gordon with DJs Carl Cox and Mark Rebele, rap icons Cypress Hill, budding artists, and local heroes. Visual arts exploded, with an animation district previewing VR/AR works, an out-of-sight exhibition of regional artists, a runway of fashion, and experiential zones like cat circus, nail art domes, skate activations, wrestling rings, and large-scale installations. Food from regional favorites. Musang, Mamnoon, local tide, tempt taste buds across genres. Media praised it as one of the best fests the centre has ever seen. A love letter to the city. The new Bumbershoot is fun again, and truly a rarity in the festival landscape. Now, in its 52nd year, Bumbershoot 2025 returns August 30th to 31st. Presented by New Rising Sun and Third Stone, it continues as a two-day celebration of creativity, connection, and community with a bold, boundary-blurring lineup across music, art, food, and activism. Weezer, Bright Eyes, Car Seat Headrest, Janelle Monáe, Sylvan Esso, Aurora. Other notable performers: Indigo D'Souza, Tennis, The Linda Lindas, Scowl, Murder City Devils, Real Estate, Spelling. A mix of rising stars, local punk/grunge roots, international artists, and genre-defying sounds. Fashion District, catwalks, wearable art. Animation District, Recess District, street games, skate workshops, pole pavilion, cat circus, wrestling shows, aerial arts, nail art domes, tarot readings, large sculptures, community storytelling installations, and more. A mosaic of creative expressions, old and new. Locally renowned eateries serve PNW cuisine: Filipino, Musang, Syrian, Mamnoon, seafood, local tide, fusion tacos, Mexican soul, Japanese soft serve, indigo cow, Puerto Rican fare, wood-fired pizza, vegan, and global snacks. For adults, 21 plus, there are beer gardens, Bumbershoot, natural wine zones, vine shoot, and cocktail corners. Amazon's presence adds giveaways like ice cream carts and community booths. Commitment to affordability: subsidized tickets, free kids under 10 with adults, early bird pricing returning to 2,000 levels, and free admission distributed to underserved populations. Third Stone's workforce program remains active, teaching event production skills to young people aged 17 to 25, a workforce incubator for the arts economy. Gates open 12:30 p.m. daily. The festival is rain or shine. Accessibility through public transit. Seattle Center monorail, metro buses, biking-friendly routes, parking garages, clear bag policy enforced. Drinking age 21 plus. Wristbands required. Children welcome, under 10 free. Bumbershoot's strengths lie in its eclecticism, community focus, and Pacific Northwest flavor. Reviewers call it a festival where it's weird, it's wonderful, fueling local creative economies and cultural pride. It mixes local legends and global voices, art installations and music, activism and indulgence, all on an accessible urban campus. But it's not without growing pains. Historically, festival goers have reported long lines, staffing confusion, barricade mishaps, notably in 2019, and uneven amenities. Some older attendees lament the youth-centric vibe and Instagram-ready installations over quiet craft booths or vintage charm. That said, these tensions reflect its communal, experimental spirit. Its charm is in the hustle, the unpredictability, the cross-discipline collisions. If you crave sterile perfection, Bumbershoot may frustrate. But if you welcome chaos, curiosity, and creativity at scale in a civic setting, this is your spectacle. Why does Bumbershoot endure? Because it answers a simple question: what does a city say when it celebrates itself? A festival run by community, for community, with art at its core. It bridges generations, showcasing grunge veterans alongside teenage punks, indie icons alongside emerging experimentalists. It showcases regional cuisine and culture, even as global names ascend on its stages. It activates public space, transforming Seattle Center into a living canvas for 2 days a year. It builds future workers, teaching production, hospitality, marketing, installation design to underserved youth. And it gives back, partnering with non-profits to fight hunger and provide inclusive access. Bumbershoot is not just a festival. It is civic theatre, a platform for equity, an incubator for creative economies, and a noisy, vibrant manifestation of Seattle's identity. If you're planning to attend Bumbershoot, here are some tips. Plan your days. Multiple stages run simultaneously. Music, performances, visual zones. Arrive early to catch morning art activations and food booths. Stay central or use transit. Seattle Center is transit-friendly. Monorail, many bus lines, bike racks, limited parking, carpool if you can. Dress for weather. Seattle August can surprise. Pack a light rain jacket, even if skies look clear. Tickets and access. Early bird general admission. Deluxe general admission plus, 21 plus, includes re-entry, lounge, etc. Youth community tickets are available. Children under 10 free. Clear bags only. Food and drink. Local vendors offer a rich array. Alcohol served only in designated areas to wristbanded guests. Kids' areas are family-friendly. Expect lines and crowd energy. The festival is busy. Arrive early, pace yourself, charge your phone, stay hydrated. Glitches happen, but the energy more than compensates. Engage fully. Beyond music, explore art installations, performance spaces, cat circus, skate demos, fashion shows. Let curiosity guide you. From its bold beginnings in 1971, through decades of cultural shifts, financial troubles, cancellations, and relaunches, Bumbershoot persists. Today, under third stone, a new rising sun, it stands reborn, inclusive, eclectic, messy, but unmistakably alive. As the music echoes across grassy lawns under the Space Needle, as dancers twirl in performance tents, as families laugh in circus rings, as young event interns hustle behind the scenes, you realize Bumbershoot isn't just a festival. It's Seattle on display. It's creativity unleashed. It's an urban arts carnival that dares you to dream, connect, and participate. So this Labor Day weekend, whether you're drawn by indie rock heroes, abstract sculptures, fusion food carts, or the wild pageantry of cat circus and aerial dance, you're stepping into a legacy, one built by activists, artists, dreamers, city officials, and students. A legacy that continues to live, change, challenge, and welcome. That legacy is called Bumbershoot. And it waits for you.